take for this, our main event of the evening. Rampage 33, Jones just 24, 3 inches taller, and a huge 11.5-inch reach advantage. With the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Colorado State Boxing Commission. Director Joseph Mason. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Nelson Hamilton, Mark Van Tine, and Tony Weeks. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Josh Rosenthal. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. From the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man holds a professional record, 32 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 204 pounds. Fighting out of Irvine, California, by way of Memphis, Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the challenger and former UFC Light Heavyweight Champion, Quinton Rampage Jackson! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 13 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 204 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Endicott, New York, he is the reigning, defending UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the world, Johnny Bones Jones!
All right, gentlemen, this is for the belt. You've been given your instructions. I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, go back. Let's do this.
Jones did not make eye contact with Rampage. He did at the weigh-ins, but not tonight at the stare-down.
I wouldn't want to stare.
No kidding.
Quinn's got the scariest stare-down face of all time.
He is angry, he is motivated, and he is in great shape. And he wants his belt back.
Look at this.
Oh my. And here we go.
What is this? What is this? I think he's just ad-libbing this. Honestly, I doubt that this was even a plan. Interesting. Rampage got off a knee there. And Bones has the clinch.
Now this is where John Jones is great, though, with his Greco-Roman background.
And he's got some spectacular throws. Loves the lateral drop. And has amazing leverage with his long limbs. Nice knee to the body.
Rampage looking towards Josh Rosenthal, saying he caught him.
He attacked the knee there that time.
And again, with the knee, now Rampage going to be the aggressor here. Jones would love to take Rampage for a ride. Right now he's working the neck.
He's got his neck. Rampage has to be very careful here because John Jones has some spectacular chokes.
He's out. Championship fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Oh, nice elbow.
Jones very meticulously broke down Mauricio Shogun Hood. See the knee? See how he used the leg to get the wrist on lock there? Nice move by Rampage. Veteran move.
Speaking of veteran moves, Jones went with the foot stomps.
Yep. Old school. Here where it all began, Denver, Colorado. Now he wants the trip. Very different pace when you have 25 minutes potentially to fight at high altitude. best condition of his life or not, Jones would like to test the cardio of Rampage. Switches his stance, throws the kick.
Swung the front kick to the body right away, and that's something that's very hard to deal with when you're talking about that kind of reach.
Man, 11.5-inch reach advantage, the long legs, the long limbs of the champion. Rampage wants to get inside and fight in the phone booth.
And Rampage has even more problems with this reach because he has a boxing-centered attack, so he uses his arms more, whereas Jon Jones uses a lot of leg kicks and kicks from the outside where he's way away from the punching power of Rampage.
And as he told both of us, Joe, he really worked his leg kicks with Mike Winklejohn. Tries to toss Rampage aside. Good head movement by Rampage.
Rampage is swinging for the fence.
Trying to prove that he is still, and will be for a while, one of MMA's elite. Head kick again. Rampage would love to counter that head kick.
But Jones is so far away from him when he throws it. He's using perfect technique. Nice kick to the knee there. And went up high again.
And this is a Muay Thai attack here from Jones early.
Nice leg kick. Very nicely done.
And he's able to do all of this out of harm's way. 90 seconds.
Yeah, he has such a spectacular physical advantage over almost everyone he faces. Because of that reach, he can hit them in a place where they can't hit him. And he is having his way.
Yep. He was looking for the chin, and I like that teep. I like that on the knee, buckling his opponent. Foot jab. Rampage closes the distance. A couple of those front kicks look very much like Anderson Silva, Vitor Belfort, or at least working its range there.
And Jon is just looking to time a throw here. Time a throw or a takedown or perhaps something wild. The thing about him is you don't know what he's going to do. He throws so many spinning elbows and so many wild techniques. It's so hard to figure out what he's setting up for. Whereas with Rampage, he's setting up for a left hand or a right hand. That's a big advantage for Jon Jones.
And that was one of the things talked about with Rampage is a lot of his victories come the same way. And there's that
Big spinning elbow.
Just like against Shogun, perfectly timed, and he lands it. Under 30 on the clock here in the first round. You almost sense that that spinning elbow was coming. The same way he used it against Shogun back when he won the title in Newark, New Jersey. Head kick again.
That high kick.
Spinning.
Wheel kick. Wow.
Can he get him down? No.
Went for a trip, and Rampage defends it. Rampage has some very good takedown defense. And Rampage looks to land.
Big swing at the end of the round.
Big round for Jon Jones.
First round complete.
And here you see that spinning elbow. Look at this. Right to the top of the head.
Deep breaths. Let's find that waterfall. That was an amazing round. Calm down. Now breathe, Jon.
Guys, let Greg talk. Let Greg talk. Let me out, get some water.
Excellent. Now, listen.
You're fighting at his tempo. Use your tempo. He's throwing you down.
You can wrestle with this cat. He's getting frustrated.
Let's go.
Triggers are the important thing.
Tempo.
The triggers are the important
Him.
thing.
Come on.
You're seeing them, you're blocking them, you're not going off them.
Find your range. Find your range.
The range is inside those triggers. It's inside every trigger.
Tempo work.
Come high with 9 or black, all right? Stay away. Distractions, let's go. Distractions, let's go.
Find your range. Repeated over and over in the corner of Rampage.
Well, that's easier said than done.
Round 2. And quickly he tries to take the center of the octagon, does Rampage. And he wants to close the distance. Again with a head kick, though. He knows, does Rampage, that he can't stand outside with Jon Jones. This is what he wants. He wants to make it dirty. Wants to beat him up a little bit and test him like no one has before.
Well, so far, he really hasn't been able to connect. Nice knee to the body there by Jon Jones. And he tried that spinning elbow again. He's got a hold of the neck of Rampage. Rampage got to be careful here. Again, Jones is excellent with chokes and all sorts of different
good takedown defense there, Joe, and he tried to throw the uppercut on the way out.
Using that side kick to the thigh.
Such a good maneuver to keep your opponent at reach, especially when you're John Jones and you got the longest reach
Well,
pretty much any fighter in MMA.
That was something that I've been wanting to see from Clinton for years, his leg kicks. Clinton, when he was with Colin Oyama, when he was training more Muay Thai, had some great kicks. He's a very powerful kicker. He just doesn't throw them very much, and because of that, his repertoire is limited, and he becomes more predictable.
There's a good kick aimed at the body of Rampage. He was able to get out of the way. 1-2 misses. Rampage just trying to get inside. He pushes forward there.
Chase him down. The direction to Rampage. Bring the fight to him. John said not only as he did to you, Joe, for this fight, but throughout his career, and as he has developed his striking game, Mike Winkeljohn has been the real key.
Rampage is waiting on John Jones. He's been tagged so many times now that he's freezing and waiting for John Jones to move first.
He's gone with the orthodox, he's gone with the southpaw stance throughout this fight.
Nice leg kick.
Swing and a miss. But he ties up Rampage right away, wisely.
Rampage has got to break free. When he's got a hold of him, he's close enough to hit him. He's got to really exert himself to break free and land, like right there. Don't push away. When you're that close, throw shots. That's where he's got to land. When he's that close, when John Jones let go of him, he moved away, but he was so close. And the reason is he's worried about John Jones's attack. He's thinking about it. And that's why he moves away. But those opportunities when he's that close, he has to capitalize on them because he doesn't get very many of them.
Yeah, they are few and far between.
Another nice leg kick, 2 in a row.
And he's mixed them up.
And then inside.
Yep, he's mixed them up so nicely. That one right on the knee of Quentin Rampage Jackson. And again.
Well, John is a real student of the game, Mike, you know, and he watches all the greats, he watches tapes, and you can see by his attack it's become so much more diverse.
Spinning back
as
kick.
his career in the UFC has progressed.
To the midsection. The accumulation of these kicks are going to be a major factor in this title fight.
And head kick. Rampage is frozen in front of him, staring at him now. He doesn't know what to do.
And some wondered if Jones would stand and trade with Rampage. The answer is a definitive yes, but he's doing it on his terms, Joe.
As he always does.
Yep. Now starting to go a little more traditional, looking to establish the jab from the orthodox stance. He switches it up again. Under a minute on the clock in round 2. Ho!
Rampage has got to bum rush John Jones. He cannot stay here on the outside and let John Jones pick him apart while he just utilizes head movement. I mean, this is not enough. He's frozen. When was the last time you saw Rampage this tentative?
Maybe never.
I mean, I suppose it could be a part of some sort of a strategy to drag John into the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round and see if he tires and then attack, but I doubt it. I just think he's being mesmerized by this kid's talent.
And a lot of the MMA world has been for the last number of years.
You can still never count out Quentin.
No way.
Quentin has that ridiculous power, and he carries it with him late in the round. So look at this. Triangle attempt.
Final seconds of the round, though.
Wow. He pulled guard. So unpredictable. I mean, who the hell would have expected that? This kid can do everything.
He's tired. Here he comes, man. He's kicking his ass. Have a seat. There you go. Bring it back down.
That was an amazing round. Excellent job. Way to pick him apart.
Breathe, John. Keep breathing.
John, he's having a hard time walking.
All about the leg kicks of John Jones.
All kinds of kicks. Head kicks, leg kicks, side kicks to the leg, high kicks, front leg side kicks. just what an arsenal this kid has. Now look at this. Right when you think you've seen everything, he pulls guard and tries a flying triangle.
Can he change the way this fight has gone for 10 minutes?
Yeah, I don't know what Rampage's corner told him in between those rounds. But he's got to do something. He's got to figure out something. And that helps. He threw a kick.
Neck is in the arm, though, now. Work through it. Oh, tried to that time, Joe.
Now that's where Rampage has a chance. Any little stumble that John Jones makes.
And it may come down to just hitting that one pitch. It may come down to the home run for Rampage.
Well, Rampage is throwing leg kicks now. John has some very thin legs. If Rampage can land these leg kicks over and over again, who knows? That could be something that changes the fight. But Rampage's got to be very active with those leg kicks. There's another one. That's what I'm talking about. Now he's mixing it up. That's what we need to see.
Yep, you want him not to be one-dimensional with his striking.
It's
and
so
with the kicks, he isn't.
It's been so important his entire career. He's just so good at striking with his hands that he relies on it. But now his only success that he's had so far is these leg kicks.
And he'd like to slow down the attack of John Jones by punishing the left and right thigh.
But he did a couple and then he stopped. He's got to keep that up right there. Don't let Jones do it to you. Get him off. Get him off.
Good kick by Jones. That inside leg kick was there a moment ago. Now he wants the leg, does Jones.
He's got him down and moves instantly into side control.
And he has vicious elbows with his ground and pound.
And watch his knees to the body because he gets his hips up and drives down with fury.
Mount.
Full mount.
Explodes into the mount on Rampage here in the third round.
Rampage is in all sorts of trouble here with 3:20 to go.
He torques the elbows. He's going to scoot them towards the fence. Postured up.
And here comes these vicious elbows.
Looking to finish the fight right here.
Rampage is trying to control his wrist. And he eats another elbow and another punch. Rampage has got a hip escape. He's got a buck. There he goes. There he goes. He's got to keep going. Got to keep going.
What a great job by Quinton.
He's up. He's up, but John's got his neck.
Oh, nicely done. With the heel to the leg. Rampage gets out of a very bad position where he is fully mounted. But that one elbow connected with the right side of the face of Rampage.
Rampage is bleeding.
That's from that big elbow, Joe. To the body now.
Kick to the body, shin to the gut.
Just past the midway point of this championship fight. The Anderson Silva kick to the face of the Lyoto Machida as well.
Rampage has abandoned those leg kicks, Mike, and they were the thing that he was successful at early in the round.
Cut right above the right eye of one of the all-time elite fighters in MMA history, Quinton Rampage Jackson, 32 wins.
Nice
7 in the UFC.
Hook.
Jones was 7 as well.
And a nice kick to the knee.
And he kind of looked up at the clock after that one, Joe.
Look at that. He throws a jab, and right behind it, a nice elbow, and sweetly moves out of harm's way.
Rampage looking up at the clock again. Remember, it was a huge flying knee against Shogun. That kind of spelled the true ending of that championship fight. Lead left hook.
If you watch John Jones' first fight in the UFC and then compare his striking now, it is amazing. It's amazing that it's only been a few years. Because this is like 10 years of development. More.
Axe kicks, crescent kicks, spinning fists.
It's the way it looks, too. The way he's throwing these techniques expertly.
If you truly went on your computer and designed the ultimate fighter, and there's the flying knee, John Jones with his reach and the creativity of his striking, be a great place to start.
And the intelligence to train correctly, to learn the technique properly, to not rely on his physical talents, but to constantly be expanding his repertoire.
Switch kick, Rampage got out of the way. Head down, hands down now, and a big jab from Jones.
And it really is one of the differences between him and Quinton. Quinton has really stuck to what has got him to the game, and that, what gets him to the dance is those hands.
I mean, at times, John Jones,
Oh, look at that. He
like
looked
right
away.
there, is Anderson Silva-like in his striking. And Anderson Silva's been doing it his whole life. Final seconds of the third round.
John's just standing right in front of him, totally relaxed. Look at that. Wow, that was a huge diss. He just chucked him to the ground on purpose. That was to let him know I can do that anytime I want to.
Sit down and listen. Breathe. 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 Come show. Breathe. Okay, listen, son. Listen. You've got to let more leather go, and you've got to get in range. You must get in range, son, and let the leather go. Right, round four. Listen to me. You've got to put it on him, Quentin. You're letting him rest. He's working a little burst like you said.
And there's the Quentin Jackson stuffed into side control, and here Quentin gets cut. John Jones hits him with a vicious elbow, and here Quentin escapes, pushes him off, does a great job of getting back to his feet. But really, the only success that he had in that round, there you see his knee hyperextended, that hurt. The only success he had in that round was those leg kicks, and I'm not hearing that from his corner. They're telling him to get in range, they're telling him you got to put it on. Specifically, he must throw leg kicks.
First time in the championship rounds for John Jones as he finished Shogun at 237 of the third to become the new light heavyweight champion.
He's so relaxed coming in his fourth round, though, Mike. Look at him. I mean, they keep saying he's got to get into range, but specifically what he's got to do, he's got to mix up his attack. He's got to throw kicks.
That jab again. Oh, nice lead left hook.
He got hurt. He got hurt. Quentin's hurt.
Big time. Was that left hook? Oh, he missed with a kick, though. And he spins those hips. See if Rampage can do anything from this position. Jones had a scholarship, was recruited by Iowa State, had an offer after being a junior college All-American in wrestling.
He's got the neck. He's got his neck. He's got his neck here. He let his neck go, but he's got him pinned up against the cage, and he's on top. Nice elbow.
Bad position for Quentin. Ah, nice knee.
Beautiful knee to the body, reminiscent of Rashad and Tito Ortiz. He's got his back. He's got one hook.
Rampage has not been stopped in the octagon. That's what Jones wants, to be the first man in the UFC to stop Quentin Rampage Jackson.
He's got him.
Looking to do it right here. Looking to finish this fight.
Quentin's trying to pry it off.
And it's all over! John Jones has defended his UFC light heavyweight championship. He stops Quentin Rampage Jackson.
Wow. What a spectacular, flawless performance in his first title defense against one of the most dangerous guys in the division. Just simply spectacular.
That kid is something very special.
And here you see John Jones gets that first hook in with the left leg, gets his right arm underneath, and flattens Quentin out. Sneaks his left arm under the chin. Thrusts his hips forward, flattens Quentin out, gets his back, full back mount, goes palm to palm, and gets the tap.
He did not just want to defeat Quentin Rampage Jackson. He wanted to be the first man to finish him in his UFC career, and Jones does it by submission. Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Josh Rosenthal has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 14 seconds of the fourth round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Johnny Bones Jones.
He He's not the next generation, he's the now generation. Here's Joe.
I won't kiss you this time.
That's all right. You can kiss me all you want, brother. Listen, you can't say that you've never been tested. That's not the issue. The issue is you keep getting straight A's.
Thanks.
And this was just an absolutely spectacular, flawless performance. One of the most spectacular performances we've seen in recent years. You did everything you needed to do. Tell us, what was the game plan coming into this fight? And did you follow it, or did you just ad-lib this?
Yeah, you know, the game plan was to prove that we can strike with Quentin Jackson. You know, he kind of insulted me saying I had no punching power, and he insulted my striking. So, you know, me and Mike Winklejohn, we got together, and we really cleaned up my striking to prove a point, and I think we did that.
Now, starting out the first round, you came in on your hands and knees. What was that all about? Was that part of your strategy, or did you just go with the moment?
You know, I had a little epiphany last night. I have a really good mixed direction, low single leg, where you fake to the right leg and you shoot at the left leg, but it didn't work out the way I planned. But yeah, I was planning on shooting a really fast low single.
Let's take a look at the big screen and talk us through some of your handiwork, because your striking was just on a complete different level tonight. And when you got his back here, you finished the fight. You got the choke, you sunk it in, flattened him out, turned him over. Just absolutely perfect technique.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You know, my coaches told me going into the fourth round that they felt as if he was starting to break a little bit. And if I wanted to finish the fight, that was the round to do it. So we came in and we finished the fight.
You know, they say you aren't truly the champion until you defend your title. Not only did you defend the title, you defended it absolutely flawless. Congratulations, sir. You lived up to the hype and then some. The UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Bones Jones.
John Jones defends his title. Up next will be another former UFC light heavyweight champion. And the long-awaited fight.
All right, I'm here with Quentin. Quentin, what did you expect coming into this fight, and what surprised you?
Well, you know what? I'm in the best shape of my life. I expected to come out here and close the distance and overthrow John Jones, but he's great, guys. I thought it was hype. The kid is good. I have taken my head off to him. See, my head is in my hand right now.
You were coming at him, utilizing your boxing, but it seemed like you were having some success in some rounds with your leg kicks, but then you abandoned it. Why was that?
Because what people don't really understand, John Jones is a great wrestler. You don't want to take too many chances kicking a wrestler like that, and he came really close with some of the takedowns and stuff like that. But you know, I did my best. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't stick to the game plan as much, but John's presence is in there, and he's tall in his reach. He keeps his fingers in your face. It's kind of hard to get close to him. I just want to thank all my sponsors, MMA Elite, Muscle Farm. Thank you guys so much. Unbreakable Mouthpieces, Boost Mobile. Thank you for hooking me up with the cell phones. This is the best I ever been. John Jones, I'm telling you, the kid is here to stay, guys. Whoever fight him next, I don't know, man. John Jones, I don't see nobody beating him, because this is the best Rampage ever, and he had me memorized. I'm kind of disappointed in my performance, but you know what? I'm still gonna get drunk tonight.
Thank you for being very humble, and thank you for putting on a spectacular show.
Hey, all praise be to the Most High. Thank you that I'm still living and I didn't get hurt too bad. And my kids, I love you. Elijah, happy birthday on the 28th. Thank you, Team Jackson back at home. I'm sorry that Daddy couldn't pull off the victory this time. Next time, I want to go to Japan in February and fight Shogun. That's what I want, rematch of Shogun in Japan. Let's put it together, Dana.
Quentin Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.